While you are healing your bowel and body with this unique healing program, magnesium citrate is going to be a very valuable crutch for your success. Magnesium is an alkalinizing mineral. As such, it is also useful for reducing any symptoms you may have of excess acidity that's floating around in your blood that has not been eliminated. Remember, while this program does focus on eliminating those acids in a way that all the diets and supplements and exercise and chiropractic don't do, most of you during this program are still going to have excess uneliminated acids in your blood. You're going to be healing, but you're not going to be able to get all of them out every single day. So when you use magnesium, you can see an improvement in your symptoms. But the number one reason I recommend magnesium is for its laxative effect. Now look, if you go more than twice a day, your stools are perfectly formed or they're skinny or loose, this doesn't apply to you. But for all of you who suffer from constipation or who have hard stools that are hard to eliminate, this is a video you should definitely watch. Even if you currently have frequent softer stools, you should watch this video. I take that back. Because when you start eliminating all this harmful acidity from your body with the body bentonite that I recommend, your stools will go from soft, mushy, horribly not eliminating stools to more healthfully, firmer, harder, eliminating more acid type of stools. So you will likely need this information somewhere along the way. It is not necessary to take magnesium at all during this program. If your stools get hard and slow, magnesium isn't helping to heal you. It's not eliminating more acids. It's just there for your mental and physical comfort. It's also a good test, and I'll explain that more in a minute. But I do want to make it clear, it's not a necessary part of this program. You do need to know that as you heal your bowel and body with this program, that many of you will go through a state where your stools get harder and slower, and that's incredibly valuable. If you don't know why by now, you need to. You will not succeed with this program unless you understand that. So I have some videos on constipation, but in chapter 6 of my first book, Unique Healing, you will find information you need to succeed with this program and the information you need to know about constipation. Nevertheless, again, for some of you, you might still freak out about this constipation thing, even though you shouldn't. But more so, sometimes it is a little physically uncomfortable to have those harder stools. For almost every single person I've ever worked with, somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 milligrams of magnesium citrate at nighttime is adequate, more than adequate, to cause your stools to not be hard and constipated and difficult to go. Now you can get magnesium citrate at any health food store. Do read the label carefully, meaning sometimes the bottle will say 1,000 milligrams on the front, but that's not per pill. Or maybe it'll say 500. That's not per pill. You have to turn it around and look at the serving size. So if it says 500 on the front, but the serving size says 2, that means there's 250 milligrams per pill. I had quite a few people make that mistake and wonder why their magnesium wasn't getting rid of their constipation. So make sure you take the correct amount, first of all. Second of all, as I said, you can use this magnesium if you're ever uncomfortable. You can take magnesium if you ever think, wrongly by the way, that the amount of body bentonite you're taking is too strong. I just don't ever run into that situation with the clients. And it's highly doubtful it's ever going to be too strong for you. Too strong, or when you take too much body bentonite, you do not get hard constipated stools, by the way. When you take too much body bentonite, you have perfectly formed stools. That's a hint for you. But as I said before, we can also use it as a test to determine are you taking the right amount, because I know this still confuses all of you, and it's shocking that when you find that your stools are too hard or too large, or you're constipated, I'm always saying take more bentonite, and I know that you all get a little concerned or think that I'm going to cause more problems for you, and you're always shocked when things actually get better, not worse. That's where the magnesium can be valuable, because if all that acidity in your bowel is being formed up into a stool, and that is our goal, we want it formed into a stool, because then it doesn't get reabsorbed back up into your blood causing symptoms and weight problems and addictions, etc., and it doesn't go back up into your organs causing disease. So those formed acids in the stool, that formed stool is going to sit around there, and it's eventually going to come out on its own, by the way. That's why you don't have to take magnesium. But if you have a lot of unformed acids in your bowel, then when you take that magnesium, you're going to go to the bathroom more regularly, but you're going to find that some of that stool is maybe soft or skinny or mushy. And that is your sign or clue, by the way, that you are not taking enough bentonite. Doesn't mean you have to take more. It's just that is your signal you're not taking enough. That's your signal that you still have unformed acids in your bowel, and you would benefit, should you choose to do it, in taking more bentonite to soak all that up and get it out. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I always say magnesium, it's like a mirror to really see what's going on in your bowel, because I get it, if your stools are hard, you all usually think you've bound up too much stuff in your bowel, and it's crazy to think that that's not true. It's not true, and the way you can figure out it's not true is by putting in this magnesium. When you do, you'll find that your stools get a little soft, and that's your clue you should be taking more bentonite. That you're not taking too much, that you're not taking enough of it. Now, for all of you who've taken magnesium and had uncomfortable, crampy, loose stools, bear in mind that's because you took it without body bentonite. So again, if you have tons of acids in your bowel, getting all these loose, mushy, horrible stools, and you take magnesium, you're going to have frequent loose stools. That's not fun. It's not productive, but it's not fun. When you take it with an adequate amount of bentonite, which is something that you can figure out from both of my books, Unique Healing and Unique Healing 2, and all my other free videos, you will not have that frequent, loose, yucky, uncomfortable feeling with magnesium that many of you have had in the past before you did this program. Okay? Like I said, this is just an optional thing to do. You don't have to do this. I think that many of you should. I think that many of you who get constipated should throw in the magnesium and see what happens. In a very rare case, I've had clients take 1,500 milligrams of magnesium at night and still be constipated the next day. That's incredibly rare. If that happens to you, you probably have a more serious problem going on. It's not just some uneliminated acids, but a very, very weak, very unhealthy bowel. That doesn't mean you can't keep doing all this. It just means that if that happens to you, at this point, I would strongly suggest you contact me for an appointment so I can help you. If your bowel is that unhealthy, you're probably going to need some help from me to succeed in healing it and getting to, again, a healthy bowel and body and the results that this program can give to you. So, you can find some more information about using magnesium in both my books, Unique Healing and Unique Healing 2. You can also, I think more importantly, again, find information on using bentonite, which, when done correctly, will help you look and feel fast and heal you the fastest when you take the right amount. Again, magnesium becomes a tool to help you do that correctly. Again, you can find more videos on my website and more information there at www.uniquehealing.com, and I hope that helped.